Hi, my name is Marquise McGill, and I'm happy to share an Anaplan Pokemon battle game that I've built to highlight some Anaplan features that ideally any business planning use case would have, namely the ability to create scenarios, compare them, and commit to the best scenario, the ability to monitor performance visually. I'll showcase the new management report page that allows you to overlay graphics. And then also adaptive recommendations based on the current actuals and of course on the levers that you have available. Many business planners will want to add certain members or items to lists such as product brands, and clients will want to minimize risk by limiting data access only to those users such as product brand managers who need to read or write to that data. In that same spirit, here is where to add new users and games into this model. And for security, I've enabled selective access so that only players 1 and 2 can read or write to a given game. Furthermore, I have selective access set up so that player 1 cannot write decisions on behalf of player 2 and vice versa. Here, I begin to show the scenario planning, since many business planners will want to create different scenarios and configure different plans for each one. Here, a roster is that scenario, and it's comprised of the Pokemon that I select. Now, I have in this model 55 Pokemon, of which to choose 3 to form my roster. Each Pokemon will have 7 or 8 attributes and a predetermined set of up to 4 moves out of 495 possible moves in the model. Each move has 4 attributes of its own. The attributes of the Pokemon and moves factor into a calculation of how much damage gets done once we use a particular Pokemon and move in battle. Now here's some favorable considerations that I observe. First, the Zap Cannon has a lot of power. The type for this move matches the type of the Pokemon. I get a bonus for that. The category of this move is special, which corresponds with the special attack, which is very high for this particular Pokemon. Now, elements that I'm uncertain about are anything that pertain to the opponent. So if the opponent happens to have a low special defense, then my special attack would do even more damage. If my opponent's Pokemon was a water type, then my electric Pokemon type and Pokemon move would do even more damage than it normally would do. Since business planners will want to know which scenario they should move forward with into production, I've shown here how in Anaplan you can compare different scenarios against different metrics all at once. So it's not just that the stat average makes up which scenario is the best, but also the average move effectiveness and the average Pokemon resistance play a role in determining which scenario is overall the best one that we should move forward with in the game. Once you commit a scenario to a game, then that roster gets assigned to the game and you can start gameplay. Currently, this management report page doesn't allow the manipulation of data. It only allows the display of data. So for that reason, I've had to create 2 separate pages for the battle. One being this management report page, which allows the overlaying of graphics, and then a separate dashboard for the actual decision-making. In this report page, we see that we're able to overlay graphics to essentially show a competitive landscape of the cumulative outcomes that have progressed in this battle so far. Here at the top, I have my battle event message, which is just the last event that happened in battle. Everything in the foreground pertains to the current user, and everything in the background pertains to the opponent. These larger Pokemon that we see here and here, those represent the ones that are active on the battlefield right now. The other ones are on the bench. Notice that there is an element of uncertainty here. So any Pokemon that has not been activated in battle so far will be hidden behind a Pokeball. This bar here represents the health points that each Pokemon has. When a Pokemon has received no damage at all, this bar will be entirely green. As the Pokemon receives damage, then this bar becomes more and more red until finally, when there are no health points remaining, then this bar will be entirely red. Since planners want to know the best course of action they should take given current actuals, I've created visual recommendations in this dashboard to help users determine the next best course of action they should take for any given round, based on the current actuals of which opponent Pokemon is active at that moment. In each round, the user has a decision to either fight or swap. My chart here visually recommends which Pokemon to swap to, and also which move of theirs to use, based on how much damage we can expect that combination to do to the Pokemon that the opponent has active in battle right now. So let's go ahead and carry out this recommendation. First, we swap, choose a Pokemon to swap to, and submit that decision. And for demonstration purposes, I will go ahead and choose fight, choose the move that the chart recommends, the Zap Cannon, and submit those decisions. Now let's return to the battle scene. So here we see an update of the battle event message based on what has most currently happened in battle. We see this image here that represents the move that we just did, the Zap Cannon. We see this image of knockout overlaid on top of the Pokemon, and we triangulate that with the fact that this health points bar is completely red. So this opponent Pokemon is defeated. The two players continue to progress through the round, submitting their fight or swap decisions in each until a user has defeated all of their opponent's Pokemon, meaning the opponent has no health points remaining. At that point, the battle records will update with a win or loss accordingly. Thanks for watching this Anaplan Pokemon battle demo, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.